You did great.
Oh.
Shield is fine. You still standing. And she, like, grabs at her throat and looks uncomfortable. And she clears her throat. And she says, "We made it."
We did.
We did.
And I'm glad you made it too.
Yeah. We do like a group hug.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys can group hug.
That was
And
so hard.
whilst you group hug, Jen, you feel your wounds. You were at 1 HP when you came to consciousness.
Yeah.
But you feel your wounds close up a little bit. Maya uses her healing hands Azamar ability on you, and you recover 2 points of HP.
2 points.
It's based off of your level.
3 points of hit points is better than
one.
Oh, than one.
One.
Yeah.
Anything is better than less than that. Yup.
All right. So you group hug, and the chamber seems quiet.
So
Yeah.
how long were we out? Do you know?
Maya was out for 2 hours?
3.
3?
You know it's 3.
Okay,
But
it's
Maya
3.
shrugs.
And then Jen was out for
4.
Yeah. And then you were out for about 4 hours, but we haven't been. Or was it 2 or 3?
No, it was 4. Flan, you're a half elf, right?
Yeah.
You got a long rest. Welcome to level 3.
Ooh.
What?
Elves only need 4 hours to rest.
What?
So you're level 3 currently.
Ooh.
So let's figure this out.
What the fuck?
We'll do it later, but
Can we do this later?
yeah, we can do this later.
Yeah,
But,
This is not a... What?
roll me a D8 real quick. I want to see how much health you have.
Ooh. And Jen
6
doesn't
plus
level up.
Constitution.
8.
So you gain 8 hit points to your max, so you're up to 22 total, and 22 current.
Oh yeah, my current
I
health.
didn't even realize I only...
Yeah, elves only need 4 hours. I completely forgot.
What the fuck?
So
Wow.
you have a long rest, and when we go over your spells later...
You know what? That's hilarious, because Flan is always sleeping in. She, like, willingly chooses to sleep until, like, noon every day.
And Jen is like an early riser. That is freaking. I both love and hate this.
Flan. Oh my god.
Pass me the player's handbook. There's a room. You know what's there. It's the cage, the bed, the throne, the door.
I saw...
Can you
chest.
tell us about it?
Yeah, I saw this weird chest in that room down there. Like, there was a cage.
Weird chest?
Yeah, there was just a chest. I haven't opened it because I'm afraid. But,
You're
you
afraid
know...
of a chest?
Huh?
You're afraid of a chest?
Could be a
What?
monster. I don't know.
That's a thing? I didn't know that was a thing.
Maya shrugs.
I guess there's weirder things that exist, so I guess that.
There's also
Okay.
a door down that way, and the cage that the direwolf was in, I think, and then the throne for whoever that bugbear guy was. So that's all there was.
I didn't get interrogate for a name.
Ooh.
So what do you guys do?
I guess we're gonna go down there. So Jen's still level 2 then?
Yeah, because we haven't gotten long rests, you and I.
I don't know how to. Okay.
Ah.
Can I wait until later to do this? Okay.
But what do you guys do? What are you checking?
Now that
The
they're
room, I
awake,
guess.
we can probably check the chest because I don't want to like fucking.
Yeah. It's locked.
My health is still
I
isn't great.
use my thieves tool.
Roll it.
It's a +7, right?
Yes.
Nice. Okay. That is a 25.
Ooh.
You, like, yawn, and with one hand, pop the lock open, and you open it up, and you see a book,
A book.
a stick,
A stick.
and some gold. How much gold was it? I have to roll how
There's
much
a
gold
book?
it is.
Oh.
Yes.
I'm having flashbacks.
It wasn't that long ago. You can't have.
I'm
You still
having
have it.
Flashbacks.
Nice. You find 69 gold piece.
Yes!
I rolled for it.
Yes!
And you find 69 gold pieces.
Okay.
So we're gonna
we gonna
divide that,
we should-
or
Yeah, so
That's
so
not
each of you would
divisible by
get 23.
3. Yeah.
We'd each get 23 gold.
23.
Yay.
Who the fuck? Oh, okay. 23?
Mm-hmm.
can I check out the book? Try and see what the fuck it is.
You open it, and there's like a bunch of fucking weird scribbles and signs, and you aren't quite sure what to make of it.
Can I
Flan,
try?
are you fluent in scribbles?
Flan, you look
Yeah,
at this, you
you
automatically know it's a spell book.
Yeah.
Most of the pages are blank, but it's a spell book.
wonder why most of the pages are blank.
You assume that whatever novice adventurer these used to belong to did not get very far in wizarding school.
Oh.
So it's like a little thing of just notes and
Yeah,
Aw, it's not.
and you know that the stick is a wand.
I pocket those.
All right.
Pocket those.
Magic starter kit. Woo!
does that go under equipment or
It'll
Treasure.
go under equipment.
okay? I'm running out of room underneath equipment.
Then you can put it in loot and treasure. It doesn't matter.
Okay, I can fit it.
So a wand
How
and
big?
now you have a spell book. It's blank. Any spells that were there were probably already ripped out.
How big is the wand stick? Is it like
It's like
What does it look like?
9 inches long.
okay?
It's pretty nice wood, but it doesn't seem to be like extra special.
So
I'm
you said
curious.
spells were ripped out of the spellbook?
Yeah, like you see that there are pages missing.
Oh, but there's still like. Can I
There's
discern the other shit in there?
there's space to write and like a name and then some basic symbols.
A name?
Yeah.
Do I want to know
What?
the name?
Do you care? Do I have to come up with a name?
No, I don't think
Yeah.
Flan would care, honestly.
Okay, cool. You could just fucking scribble it out then and just write Flan over it.
Like I have a pencil on me.
There's a pencil with there's a quill and ink by the book.
So, Flan, what is this?
It looks like a spell book, but some of the pages were ripped out, it seems. I'm gonna take
Ooh,
it.
you would have a spell book.
Ooh, a spell
I mean, he
book.
seemed pretty well off with that glaive.
Maya like
Wait, what?
cause Jen said he looked pretty well off with that glaive, so she doesn't know why he'd need a spell book. So Maya she shrugs and says, "Loot?"
Loot.
I guess
But
so,
that's what's in the
but-
chest.
Okay.
And there's also a door.
We have really bad encounters with doors.
Yeah. I'm starting to grow a fear of doors.
Uh-huh.
Doorphobic.
You ambush your party once, and every time you present them with a door, they'll spend 20 minutes on it.
Well, there is meat behind another one. There's meat and potatoes.
Yeah, there's food.
Door number 1, ambush. Door number 2,
Food.
food.
Jen was like ambushed because yeah.
I didn't get a high enough perception on that roll.
Has Maya healed up and everything?
Maya's fine. She took a short rest while you were asleep.
Yeah, I was gonna say like she's got a short rest. I didn't get nothing. I'm just again probably just gonna be wary of everything.
Can I just say, Christian, we were fucking terrified by when Maya got that slash across her chest. and just fucking
Absolutely
fell. Like, that
terrified.
imagery. Holy shit.
He's
Or just the fact
ruthless.
that
I almost
Maya-
had him hit her on the ground. He was out for blood, like to kill.
Yeah, it was making me wonder. I was like wondering. I still don't know if people attack people that are down.
The particularly bloodthirsty ones will. Like this
Yeah.
bugbear who got his dog killed.
He shaved it before that happened.
What? Oh, cause
He
he.
slung his glaive and then he cut a few hairs
He
off.
gave him a nice haircut.
Anyway, there's a door.
Yeah, there's a door.
We have
We're
we
allergic
have
to
like a
doors.
system. Ear up to the door.
Roll me a perception check.
Okay.
Can Jen be trying perception check?
You have to take turns, or you
15.
can give her advantage.
15.
Okay. You hear nothing.
Okay. Did Jen do it now? Krista?
Yeah, go ahead.
That's the same thing I rolled for this whole time. It's an 8
You
total.
hear nothing.
Let's just freaking.
This-
I don't
Hey,
think
Maya,
Christian
you
would
wanna
like.
Don't.
Christian as a DM wouldn't use the same thing twice. I don't.
In the same dungeon.
In the same dungeon, so let's just open the door.
Yeah.
You open the door.
And you get ambushed.
No. You see, like, piles of loot from previous adventurers.
Wow!
You see
Wow, it's a
swords and
horde.
shields and different kinds of weaponry, a bunch of rations, a bunch of different kits.
Yo, Flan is like freaking out.
Yes.
You feel like this is where this dude was hoarding his shit.
He had a little throne and then he had a little like loot room.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Ooh.
You see that, like, mounted on one of the walls, there's a bunch of different heads.
Ooh. What
Heads
what
of-
heads?
Various races, a bunch of people.
Oh shit.
There's, like,
People.
elves and humans and dwarves.
I was
Of
gonna say
varying
people.
ages and races and sexes.
I'm
and...
surprised. Oh, magically preserved? Because otherwise they just
some
be
of them are
like,
decaying, but some of them are like
"Ugh,
preserved.
Ooh, stank.
Yeah, it
Ooh,
smells
steak.
a little gross.
Can we get their ears? They would never know. They would never know.
Wait! We got the ears off of the fucking.
Nobody said they went for the bugbear's ears.
Can I go back? We haven't
Oh
gone
my
into the room yet.
God, sure, you can fucking carve off the
What about the
bugbear's
dire
ears.
I'm gonna...
You don't think they'll pay you for direwolf ears?
But it's still impressive, and that's the point.
Okay, fine. You can have a fucking pair of direwolf ears, you furry.
Or just a tail.
Direwolf ears, and then 2.
Bugbear ears.
Okay, now I have 4 bugbear ears.
I was talking about the ones on the wall.
I know, but I
Jen,
read-
make me an intelligence check.
That is a 17.
You think that if you come back to a law-abiding town with the ears of clearly non-goblinoids, that you will be arrested.
Can we get other goblin ears?
Not,
Are there
no.
goblin heads out there?
There are not any goblin
What about
heads.
bugbear?
Nope.
But there's
Never
been
mind.
other things that have attacked us that have not been goblins taking their ears.
It's been all goblins or bugbears.
Okay.
Oh. Okay.
Here's my thing. I don't want to be locked in this loot room if someone comes in behind us and just like fucking shuts the door and now we're trapped in
Do you know that there wasn't a lock on this door?
Yeah.
I still
Well-
think one of us should like wait outside just in case. So we're not all trapped in the fucking room if something
Maya
happens.
walks outside and leans against one side of the door and
Okay.
says, and like gives a thumbs up.
Okay.
Thank you.
I rub my hands together.
Anything,
What,
anything from the equipment section of the player's handbook you can find here.
I don't
Will.
Christian, I don't know jack shit about D&D and you're
You,
like
ha-
throwing
you
it.
have a player's handbook,
Well, I
but you
haven't
never,
read it!
you never bring it.
I never bring it.
Look at the book. It's
Any
air.
of the weapons
On
and anything here that's worth less than 50 gold. So Jen has, yeah, sure, two like boxes of bolts on her back and 2 at her sides.
that is
Yes.
so funny.
So many books.
Does Maya want to get
He's
anything?
a walking army.
I can switch with her if she wants to go in and like get stuff.
Sure.
Yeah, is Maya getting anything?
Maya gets
Hey Maya, we can switch for a bit if you want.
she like nods and heads in.
Nice.
She runs in, she picks up a hand axe. She picks up 2.
She could, I also offer up my halberd since she already.
She
Like-
she like does like a gesture of like an I'm all right.
Okay, I didn't know since you were interested in the Morning Star, so.
She like nods and she like brandishes the sword in one hand and then the shield in the other, and then she sheathes the sword and she pulls out the Morning Star in one hand and keeps the shield in the other.
Oh,
You think that she prefers to fight with a something and a shield, and she couldn't do
makes
that with
sense.
the halberd. But she does clip the two hand axes to her belt.
I love Maya so much.
lover spray.
And then she like just starts looking through the piles of stuff, and she finds a note.
Oh,
Ooh.
just a note.
Yeah, like a thing of paper,
Mm-hmm.
and she opens it and looks at it, and like sighs, and she hands it to Flan
Oh, cause she can't read.
because she can't read.
Oh, is it?
Just tell me what it says.
You see, it's a ransom note.
Ooh.
The note
is that, Flan?
says, the note says, "We have your son.
What the fuck?
Surrender yourself and your crew, and he will be fine. This must be the end, for Carmog and his bandits." And you
What?
notice that there's like bloodstains on the note.
Flan, what is that?
A ransom note? I just repeat all the stuff he said to find.
All right.
Makes.
I don't know what to. That's what.
Wait, is
What?
it like? Were the people we attacked Carmog and their?
I mean, you never asked anybody's name.
No, I'm saying, does the ransom note?
You
Like-
would assume that like these are bandits, and Carmog sounds like the name of a bugbear.
So wait, repeat the note again. I'm sorry.
We have your son.
Mhm.
Give up yourself and your crew, and he will be safe.
Oh.
This must
So-
be the end of Carmog and his bandits. And then it's signed like some fucking pretentious name that you recognize
the
as likely
pretentious
some
name?
uppity heart guard captain.
What's the pretentious name? I'm always gonna ask for names. So,
Mallory Sojourn.
Whoa.
wow.
What a name.
Uh,
I don't know what to make of this.
Mallory Sojourn, the Lord's Sword, and then it is like make me a history check, Flan. Let's see if you know who the fuck this is.
I was gonna say Jen is not gonna
The
know.
other. Okay. History?
Yeah.
Okay. 22.
You've actually seen this person come into town a couple of times. She's from like Haven is like a little town, not too well known for much of anything aside from like Neo's, you guess. It's a tourist destination.
Yeah.
But that name, fucking Mallory Sojourn, she's the guard captain for the big city to the west and like the north, a little closer to the borders.
Mm-hmm.
You know that she's the guard captain there, and she has a reputation for being kind of ruthless.
Ooh.
She's very efficient, but kind of a dick.
Even before I learned any of this, I wrote bitch. I'm like, probably horrible.
So that's what you know about her.
I'm basically. Flan, do you know who this is? Is this some random person?
I repeat
Or-
the stuff you just said.
Yeah,
I know. I'm just
Yeah.
wanting
Role
to
play.
know it.
We can
I'm just wanting
we can
Jen
assume
to know.
we can assume that Flan tells us, unless she explicitly says she doesn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, guard captain, big city. Jen, you're in the room, right?
Yeah.
And you're not in the room, right, Flan? You're outside right now.
Yeah?
All right, so
Why is
Jen and Flan
Flan
make a
funny?
perception check. Or I'm sorry, Jen and Maya,
Oh, never mind.
because you're not in the room.
Oh.
Well, didn't they say Maya? You said Maya was by the door or something?
Yeah, but Maya
Actually,
went
no.
in to
Yeah, I
get
switched.
stuff.
I switched with
She went
Maya.
in to get stuff. Oh. Why are all my perception checks not great? Why is that? That is a 12 total.
You can actually hear this. All right, fuck.
Oh.
You
weird.
hear like whimpering
What?
coming from like one of the corners of the room,
Whimpering?
and you notice that like a cloak
What?
that was on a pile of stuff is kind of like quivering.
I rush over and Jen rushes over to it.
I hope you alert Flan.
No, she's not gonna alert Flan.
Okay.
Okay, I don't know then.
She's gonna be
What
retarded.
do you do? As soon as you approach, like the thing jolts and just it looks like it's trying to stay still, but it's quaking.
It's like a, what is it?
You don't know. There's a cloak covering
it's
it right
a
now.
cloak
Yeah.
that just
Hello?
started moving and whimpering.
There's
Hello?
probably something under it.
Okay.
Hello there. You did try very hard to conceal yourself, but I can see you. Are you okay?
Can I assume that Flan would hear the talking?
You would hear that.
Okay. Like, what's going on?
It keeps shaking and is silent.
We're not gonna hurt you, okay?
Like
Even if
whimpering,
you
like
are a
scared
goblin.
whimpering, or
Yeah,
something?
like scared.
Oh,
Even if you are a goblin, okay? We're not gonna hurt you.
horribly.
I seem really scared out of your wits.
It keeps quivering. It's still under the cloak.
Can I like pull the fucking hood down? or
Yeah,
some
you
shit?
can move the cloak.
Yeah, can I do that?
And as you do so, you see a smaller bugbear-ish looking child.
Oh no!
And you take the cloak off, and it sees you take the cloak off, and like scampers backwards up against the corner of the wall. You can see tears welling in its eyes.
What's your name?
It looks confused.
We're not gonna hurt them,
Okay.
right? Right,
I
guys?
can't speak common? I don't know.
You think it doesn't.
Oh shit.
What?
You think Flan thinks that whoever this is doesn't speak common.
Oh. Oh. What they even freaking?
Oh god, hold on. You have the glaive, right?
I do. I know. I realized.
The child sees the glaive and just like, since even though tears were welling up at this point, the kid sees the glaive and just starts crying.
Oh no!
Oh shit.
Can I lay the weapon down to try and prove that I look?
Yeah, you go to like reach for the glaive to set it down, and the kid notices and he looks even more scared, and he fucking like he makes a bolt for it. He tries to push his way past you. Are you gonna try and catch him?
Can I
Yeah.
like try to shut the door? Cause oh no, I'm too close to the.
You are close to the kid.
I should've
And you
stayed
could
with
roll a dexterity check to see if you can beat him.
I'm
there.
gonna try and
Can
catch
I?
the kid.
You're gonna try and catch the kid?
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
roll
let her
me
go first.
roll me a athletics check versus his acrobatics.
That is a 12.
So you go and you like get an arm around or your hand around his wrist, and he twists and he pulls it out of the way. He's a fast little bastard, and he sprints towards the.
Can I try to like shut the door?
You can try.
Okay, what am I rolling?
Roll me a dexterity.
It's Dex. 18.
Wait,
Let's see.
please don't hurt them. Please, guys.
Really?
He's fast. He's small and he's
Shit.
fast. So you go and he like dives almost, And he's able to clear the door just as you close
Corpses
it.
are outside!
So you close the door, and he's on the other side of it, unfortunately.
You
And
need
you can
to get that
hear
kid.
him. Like, you can hear footsteps leaving.
Well, run on over there. We're trying to go over there.
Yeah, okay.
Get
You can
out of
open
the
the
room.
door, and he hasn't gotten very far. You see him kneeling at the corpse of the big bugbear.
Fuck.
Oh gosh. This is gonna be another goblin
I
situation.
mean, what were we supposed to do about that? He was out for blood.
He was also
Can-
a father.
He was
Can-
the father. Fuck.
Oh gosh.
What do we do? Oh my god.
I'm still not gonna have the glaive on me. I'm gonna like inch it closer to the door of the room, but like still not take it with me because I wanna get to this kid and not make them freaking more distraught. Like, man.
Fuck.
Can we just try and approach them?
Like, slowly.
Maya, do you
Maya
have any
has like
idea?
1,000-yard stare, having seen this. And she's like, her hands are like twitching. She looks lost in thought. She does not answer your question.
I know this is. I don't.
I'm
What?
scared because I don't know what's gonna happen, and also how the
I'm
you can't just
so scared.
apologize to a kid whose father we just murdered,
Like-
Especially when you don't speak his language.
especially when we don't speak his language.
Oh,
Oh,
Man.
shit.
this. Oh God. Oh.
What do you do?
Can we just slowly
Can I just?
try
Try
to
and-
approach him?
Yeah. Can we slowly try and go over there?
Whoever's going first, I want to roll me a persuasion check
I'll do it.
at
Me.
disadvantage.
At
Me.
disadvantage? Oh, who has
Me.
higher?
Me.
Who wants
me,
to
me.
do it? Don't
You-
think
you
about
do it,
who has
me.
the higher. Who
Jen-
wants to do it?
Jen wants to
Yeah,
do it
I'm not,
most.
so I
Okay.
wouldn't know how to handle this. That's
All right,
fun.
Jen.
Gosh dang it.
Disadvantage?
Mm-hmm.
Because
Oh, that's
differently.
annoying.
And you just fucking killed his dad.
And you killed his dad.
You killed the dad's dog. You killed his dog. You killed his dad.
Uh-huh. It's a 9. It's a 9.
You approach, and the kid is kneeling there, distraught, and he like sees you approach, and he looks. Jen, you're no stranger to war and suffering.
Yeah.
This kid is beyond grief and beyond rage. And it's a face you've seen all too many times before. And he sees you walk up, and he like looks around to his sides,
Oh no.
and he spots the mace on the ground,
Oh no.
and he runs over and he grabs it, and he just starts running at you. What do you do?
Oh gosh. Oh gosh.
Can I like
Oh.
step in front of her and like try to persuade into?
You don't think anything you would do right now
Okay.
would stop it?
Okay.
That's short from like knocking him out.
Fuck.
Oh gosh. Oh.
I don't know how old does this child look?
Roll me an intelligence check.
Okay.
While I look
Yeah,
up
how old do they
bugbears
look?
live to-
Well, I look up how old. Intelligence 20. Not nat 20, but 18 plus 2.
All right, so you would know. Christian has to find out.
I would know.
But at a glance, he's clearly young for a bugbear, and you know bugbears don't live too long.
They don't?
Well, they reach adulthood at age 16 and they can live up to 80.
Oh.
He looks to be about 8. Maybe
Oh.
younger.
Oh, shit.
And he's currently running at Jen.
Oh gosh.
What
I
do you
don't
do?
know. Wow.
I would say I want to... my athletics isn't good.
What do you want to do? Even if your athletics isn't good.
Because I would have wanted to try to, like... kind of, like, grab him, but also, like, yank the weapon out of it. I can't.
You can try.
I'll try.
Roll me an athletics check. This is going to be a grapple.
Okay.
He's going to try and break free. Oy.
11.
You go, you can't even get a hand on him. He ducks and he dives around you. And he's going to take a swing at Jen. That's a nat 1.
Oh.
He goes and he tries and he yells with as much strength as his form allows him. And it's nothing against your armor. And he tries again, and fruitless. And he tries again, and it slides, and again, and again, and again, and again, and again. And he keeps going until he just drops it and falls to his knees, and he screams.
Oh. Oh.
And seeing this, Maya walks up to the child. And she, like, raises her hand. And she, like, backhands him.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh gosh.
And he falls to the floor. And he looks at her confused. And
What are
she
you
looks
doing?
devastated.
Maya.
And she clenches her fist. And she hits him again. And this time his eyes close. And she catches him. And she, like, sits him up and ties his hands together.
Oh.
And she, like, lays him against the cavern wall. And she sits.
Oh. That could have gone
Maya,
better.
Or...
She shakes her head.
Oh. Wow. Huh. That could have gone much.
Worried she was gonna, like...
I thought she was gonna hurt him.
Do you say that out loud?
No.
I don't.
Okay.
I sit beside her. I don't know what to say, so...
I sit in front of her, like, kind of looking
Down at the child.
Okay. He's clearly breathing. You'd think she just knocked him out.
Yeah. What are we gonna do?
Maya's, like, eyebrows furrow. And she says, wait.
What is there to wait for?
Well, I mean,
Neo?
Oh. Yeah, I guess
we have a...
I guess there is
freaking
that.
PTSD child
She-
on her hand.
She, like,
Oh.
shrugs and breathes in real deep and scratches her head.
yet another person they hate Jen forever.
Whew. I mean, that final blow was me.
He doesn't know that. All he knows is that
Yeah.
Jen had the glaive.
Yeah. We all kind of participated. He did intend to kill us, but you know that all goes out the door when there's
It's hard because we can't communicate with
I know.
Maya is like chewing on her fingernail, and she looks at the kid again, and looks at the both of you, and she says, or she like gestures to herself, and then the kid, and then her shield. You get the idea
Okay.
she means that she will protect the kid
That's-
while you're here.
That's good.
And then she like scratches at her throat, and she says, I try explain.
Okay. You
No
can take your
words.
time.
She'll be fine.
I think that would be wise. Yeah.
She looks at the both of you and says, sleep?
I guess so.
I mean,
I'll-
I'm rested, so I could keep watch.
I'll try and. I'm gonna go to sleep away from him so that he doesn't have me to wake up.
Maya
to.
nods.
The first. That I don't want that to be the first thing.
She hands you the glaive.
Yeah.
She says, or like, she just pushes it into your hands.
Yeah.
And then she like picks up the kid over her shoulder and walks back into the big chamber and lays him out on the big bed.
Oh, the
And-
big chamber? Wait,
yeah.
The...
The one where you
With the beds?
with the throne and the
Oh.
Okay.
chest.
Oh, so like, okay.
In what you would assume is his dad's room.
Okay.
And she lays him down on the bed, and then she just sits beside it.
If you want to sleep.
I'll stay like I guess just outside the room, maybe.
Okay, you could also go to the barracks. There are beds there.
Yeah,
be
but
more
I want to
comfortable.
be. I want to be near to them.
Okay.
I'll stay
Not
with,
in sight,
I want to be
but I want to be.
Close enough to where if something goes south, you can respond.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So you all get a long rest.
Flan, can you
I mean, I'm already
just chill
rested,
outside
yeah.
here?
If you're taking
Not in
watch,
this-
Flan, make me a perception check. I assume you're like standing kind of outside the cave looking.
I guess, yeah.
Okay, so make me a perception check.
Ooh, that's an 8.
Well, thankfully nothing happens. It's a fairly quiet night.
Okay.
Especially since we killed everything inside.
Yeah.
Gosh.
Jen,
Everything but-
you're able to go to sleep and recover all of your health, and we might as well just roll your new health now. And the first night goes smoothly.
I feel like I'm sitting out there contemplating to myself like what the fuck could have possibly happened in Haven, and like I'm worried about this child, but I'm also worried about like what happened to the town and like Neo coming, and I don't know what to expect, so it's just like anxiety, you know.
Flan, when the sun rises, you hear a voice in your head again, and it's Neo, and he says, halfway there, still safe.
Okay.
Are you okay?
I'll just say, yeah, we're okay. We took care of all the bandits.
We took care of all of it.
You get no response.
Just say it. Not.
Because like it's because
Don't say all
because
of
the fucking
them.
yeah
Say,
we
"We
took
took
care of
care
the
of
bandits, but there's still a child. But I'm not
Just
gonna
say
say
we
that. I'm
took-
just gonna say we took care of the bandits.
Just say we took care of it.
Okay, we took care of it. Yeah.
That way it's vague enough to not imply anything.
Okay, yeah. You
That's fair.
you get no response.
Okay.
Uh
Halfway there. Okay.
uh
Oh.
a few hours after the sun peeks out over the horizon, you hear yelling coming from inside the cave.
Oh, it's the.
What?
And Jen, you also awaken to the sound of yelling.
I run back.
Am I
in to
close
see
enough
what
to know where Is it the
Well,
boy?
the kid.
It's the kid, clearly.
Okay, I'm gonna
Okay.
run back in and just.
You see he's awake now and he's sitting up and he's struggling against
Oh,
the
I
ropes.
slip out of the room again. Nope, they're not gonna want to see me. Nope.
I go in though.
Yeah, you see the kid struggling against the ropes, and Maya wakes up to this, and she sighs, and she stands up, and she undoes the ropes, and then she stands in front of the kid, and then he just starts trying to, like, wail on her. And for the first few, like, slugs, she just lets them through and lets him punch her, but then after a while, she, like, puts her hands up and starts blocking them,
Yeah.
and she just keeps, like, a cold expression on her face as she blocks the hits. And then after like a while of that, and the kid starts like seeming more sluggish and tired, she starts like hitting back, like palming at his face when she has a moment, and he gets mad again, and he keeps trying to hit her even more, and she keeps blocking and like smacking him over and over and over again until he stops, and then she looks at him like and gives him like a "Are you done?" gesture. And he laughs.
He laughs?
He laughs a little bit.
Aww.
And he shakes his head. And then he slaps her. And she looks surprised. And then she laughs. And
Jen
he
would
sits.
find it cute if she was looking.
He could be like peeking around a corner.
No, she's not
Just
even gonna risk
completely,
that.
like, no stealth. Okay.
And then once he stopped fighting, you see Maya, like, she usually wears like gauntlets or something. She takes off one and puts it to her throat, and you see light come from her hand, like you've seen when she heals people before. And she like leans over the kid and starts whispering things to him, but that you can't hear.
Oh, okay.
Whoa.
I get it.
And then after a while, she winces and she draws her hand back. And you make me a perception check, Flan.
Okay.
Wow. Ow.
It's a
Wowie.
7.
You don't notice anything then.
Okay.
But she winces and she draws her hand back. And she, like, sticks her hands out. And the kid climbs onto her.
Whoa.
And she picks him up.
Whoa.
And turns to you and says, "Breakfast? Lunch?"
I mean, there's.
You think she's asking what time is it?
Oh, I thought you meant like, are we getting food?
Well, she's like breakfast, lunch.
The sun just rose, right?
It's been breakfast time.
Yeah, so I say,
It's breakfast time.
She nods.
Yeah.
And she says, "Breakfast." And she pushes past you and starts heading towards the cafeteria.
I'm just gonna.
And Jen,
I want food,
Yeah.
so I'm going.
they walk by you.
Oh shit.
What do you do?
I just kind of follow kind of discreetly behind everybody.
Are you going to stealth?
I'm sure she's gonna do her best to try to be stealth.
Okay, then you can roll me a stealth check at disadvantage if you're still in your armor.
You can't hide behind me, I'm too small.
No.
Neither of those were bad. Let's. Do you yeah? Then that's an 11.
How perceptive is this boy? Not very. He doesn't notice you, I guess.
That's good.
Wow.
And you all
I'm
make your way to the cafeteria.
I'm gonna
And... Oh, you were saying?
nothing. I'm gonna try and like make the glaive kind of not like. I'm not gonna be holding it right now.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay.
I'm probably gonna have it strapped to my back and maybe try to cover it up or
Yeah.
something.
If that's it's a glaive, it's kind of
As much as you could put a rag on a spear
You could
to hide it.
You could probably like place it in like a corner of the cave or like some weird, I don't know.
Yeah.
Or like bring it. That's hard. I don't know.
Because I don't want to leave my weapon.
Yeah, because someone could just
Yeah.
steal
Be like, hey, how about
it.
I'll leave it like close
Should I even leave it at all? Hmm.
I mean, you can't
Like-
fake that it belongs to you now, so I think we should try to work something out. Just like bring the glaive and I don't know,
True.
see what happens.
Okay.
Okay. So you guys sit down, and Maya like rummages around in the back.
Can
She-
any of us cook?
Anybody can try to cook.
Anybody can cook.
Can Jen try to cook?
Sure. Roll me
What even would
I
it
guess a
be?
wisdom check.
Oh, I'm glad I didn't do that.
Well, if you have a recipe, it'd be an intelligence check.
If I had
Come
a recipe.
on. Guys, why are you not letting me do that?
So that's a 6 total.
It's edible.
This
Whatever
makes
you
me
make.
sad. This makes me sad, especially because how Jen things with Jen.
She's good at not necessarily food, but other things.
Yeah, but
Maya's gonna
But-
try. Okay,
That just
fuck.
makes me
Alright,
sad.
Maya. Alright. Shit.
what?
As an 18.
Oh shit!
My
She makes a bomb ass breakfast.
Oh.
She cooking. It's like potatoes and bacon, and it's a hearty
Oh.
breakfast.
That
Well,
is
we
exactly
clearly
what she
know-
would make.
We clearly now know who's gonna be the cook in this situation.
I mean, she just rolled really good this time.
No,
But-
I'm not.
She just
talking
threw a
about-
bunch of stuff in the
Kind of
in
like
the pot and hoped it worked.
and it did. It's like when you have a bunch of shit in Breath of the Wild and you're like, I wonder if this works, and then you have like a 30 heart heal thing.
Wow.
But she like sets enough plates for everybody, and the kid at this point finally notices Jen,
Yeah.
and he looks at her and he like scowls, and then Maya like slaps him upside the head, and he looks at her, upset, and Maya shrugs and sets down the plate of food, and
That
the
is the
kid
cutest.
like pouts and he starts eating.
That is the cutest.
But it's also like so depressing.
It's depressing, but Maya's making it
Less depressing.
She has high charisma. What can I say?
I don't.
A lot of us, I think everyone in the party has high charisma.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
But that's breakfast. Do you all have anything else you want to do today?
Today.
Like in this in-game day?
So Jen knows what the glaive does.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you would now know.
Okay. So I'm assuming there's no attunement or anything.
No, it's just a +1 weapon.
I didn't know what's magic.
Yeah, but +1 weapons, plus weapons usually don't have to be attuned to.
Okay. Makes sense. We're done with everything. So,
But if there's any other business you want to take care of here, we can do so now.
nah. Jen's just gonna be
Aw.
kind of patrolling towards the outside of the,
What?
because
We did carve off the ears off his dad.
Yeah.
I don't
And
have
the
any of
dog.
I don't have any of the ears. I don't. So that's all on you.
And you have the dog's ears.
But he can't see them, okay?
Yeah, I'm sure you have them in your bag.
Yeah. He's not gonna go in there.
Hmm.
Goodness gracious.
God.
Well,
But
Jen's
okay,
gonna
so
be.
if that's that, you guys can just spend another night here.
Yeah.
Let's do the level up shit real quick.
Yeah,
before
I'm like-
I wrap this up.
Like health? Question mark. Yo.
Okay.
Welcome back.
That was.
It's about nighttime,
Okay.
and Flan, you get another message in your head.
Okay.
It's Neo. He says, "Should be there in an hour.
Okay.
Meet me out front. Bring everyone."
Bring everyone, including the child.
He doesn't know about the child.
Okay. I just
I
said
know,
okay.
but we should debate whether we should bring the child.
Do you bring the child?
We have to.
We should bring the child.
So I run back in, I tell him.
Okay. It's dark out now, but the child has been over the past day and like a half. He's been more and more like friendly. He's clearly not like he doesn't like you people per se, but he's not gonna try and attack you anymore.
Also, I hope we didn't just leave the corpses lying.
I'm sure you guys could have buried them if you chose to.
Okay.
You walk outside. It's about 10 at night, and you see a pair of eyes in the forest. And then
Ooh.
once you notice them, Flan, you see Neo like walk out, looking around. He's carrying a couple of bags of stuff.
Oh shit.
Of stuff. Can Jen see what stuff?
It's in the bag. You can't see through bags.
I waved at him.
Well,
but
I
I'm
was
kind of
wondering if
panicking.
it was like it was some obvious like,
No.
oh hey, you got a shovel sticking out of there.
No shovels. He sighs a sigh of relief when he sees you, and he runs into the gate, and he says,
Oh, the gate.
we should probably close that behind us.
Why? What is exactly
Quickly
the
shut the
situation, Neo?
Neo sighs,
What
and
happened?
he looks at Jen,
Yeah.
and he says, so I guess I'm not the only one who hasn't been entirely honest with what I do for a living.
What's going on?
2 diamonds showed up in Haven,
Oh.
looking for a tiefling matching our friend's description.
Oh.
Told them I'd never seen somebody like that. They could try asking around the town.
That's nice of you.
They had weapons drawn.
I'd imagine if you are concerned about it, we're probably not friendly.
What did you, Jen?
What did you do?
Ah,
What did you used to do?
I mean, I told you my job. I at least I think I told him what my job was.
You didn't.
You didn't tell me.
You didn't tell anyone. And you also didn't tell your employers you were leaving.
Yeah, I mean,
I gave you the option in your session 0 to send a letter to inform them.
Yeah, I chose not to do that. I'm like, I don't think anyone's waiting for me. I'm fine. Ooh, that was bad. What was it like they intended on?
They didn't
Like-
give me any details. They just said they
No,
were
I'm-
looking for you.
Did it seem like they were looking for me to like, because they didn't like me, or because they were wondering where it was?
He said their weapons were drawn.
Diamonds are hard to read. I assume
Well,
whatever you
I read
did,
them on a daily basis, so
whatever
Wasn't
you
it?
did, you aren't doing it now. And
mm.
I think they think you know too much.
Oh.
So,
Honestly, I hardly ever pick up anything they say, but that makes sense.
diamonds aren't usually ones for loose ends.
I guess they aren't. You know, I was kind of hoping they weren't as much like Spade Kingdom, but I guess that was giving too much faith in them.
Well, they're very detail oriented, and if you did
I am
work for them,
aware of that.
What are we gonna do?
not go back to Haven.
Clearly, but
Because
He,
you're associated with
He
me?
reaches to one of the bags on his shoulder and he hands it to you. He's like, I went to your room, packed your stuff.
Thank
should-
you.
I couldn't get all of your clothes,
thank
but
you,
it should all
thank
be in
you.
there.
I grab it.
Yeah, all of your stuff is there. The
Okay.
bunny's there too.
Oh, the bunny.
Mwah.
Okay.
He, Jen, did you keep anything in your room?
I don't know. It's making Jen considering some of the things she left at her apartment, and she's kind of.
I mean,
Regretted
if you did,
choices.
he hands you a bag full of your stuff.
What is this, Neil?
Your stuff, whatever you left behind.
From the tavern, right?
No, I mean from the
Oh.
apartment, like
Oh,
from
she
in
meant
Diamond.
from
Oh.
Diamond Kingdom, right?
Oh, then
I don't mean like because she would some of the stuff she wouldn't have brought with her just because she wouldn't
Right.
have thought that this would have been a long time job. Maybe over time she might have gone back to grab things, but it's only been a few days.
Gotcha. Well, if you had anything left at the room at Neo's, he gives it to you.
Okay.
He
Maybe
says,
like one or two things.
He says, I can probably head back before things get suspicious. and I'll do my best to keep your tracks hidden.
What about me?
I didn't
I
think
can't-
she was strongly associated with me. Shouldn't they be fine?
If you've spoken to them, I don't know what the diamonds are gonna do. I can hold my own against a couple of lackeys, but
Yeah,
they had some shit.
that.
And he looks at
Okay.
Flan and he says, I'm sorry. You're gonna have to move again. It's probably not safe for you there anymore.
She's just silent, putting her head down, trying to process all this.
He puts his like hand on the top of your head.
Oh,
He says, it's never easy.
Today on this episode of Jen Screws Everything Up for Everybody.
But you can do it. You're resilient. You're smart. Crafty. I'd suggest you guys move south. West. Try and loop into Club Kingdom or something.
Oli nods her head.
I'll try to stay in touch. I have sending. I can talk to you wherever you are as long as you're still on this plane. And I'll let you know if things ever die down. For now, you've got to run.
She pulls out the bunny and hands it to him.
Can you keep this safe for me? It's really important. I don't want anything to happen to it.
Sure. And he like slings a bag over from his own shoulder and he opens it and he gently puts the rabbit in. And he sets the bag down and he reaches for his cloak and he undoes it. And he like pulls it off. And he looks at it. And he says, when I was still adventuring, this thing got me through a hell of a lot of problems. And he moves it around your neck and he clasps it. And he says, put the hood up, you're going to be much harder to spot. And you're going to move a lot quieter. You're going to need about an hour to get used to it. But it'll get you out of a lot of jams.
I nod, and I
I
go
know
in
what
for a
it
really
is.
tight hug.
He hugs you. And as he hugs you, he looks up and he sees Maya and the bugbear child.
Yeah.
And he says,
Yeah, there's
What
been some complications.
Felt bad.
what happened and why is
Well-
there a baby?
We almost died because of the leader of this
Uh-huh.
and this is their child.
Oh.
We don't know what to do with that.
Yeah.
Well, you can't
don't.
travel with a kid. You guys
We
barely
can
take care of yourselves.
I want to say that's a lie, but that's pretty much true.
He spends a moment thinking, and then he like raises his head and he lets go of you and he walks to the kid and he says something in a language you don't understand. You assume it's goblin. And the kid speaks back to him
Whoa!
and they have a small conversation. And then like he stops and he sighs and he reaches into one of the pockets of his adventuring gear and he pulls out like a ring and he puts it on and he like puts it to his ear and you hear him say, Cece, I need a favor. Can you watch Can you watch the tavern? I need to bounce. I owe you big time. And then he drops the ring, and you see that there was a pearl on the ring that now is dimmer than it was.
Ooh.
And he sighs and scratches the back of his head, and he says, "I guess I'm a professional babysitter now." I trained once, not another kid. I can do another. And he picks up the kid.
Wow.
Oh, come on.
Wow.
You were a brat.
You're a professional. I mean, I wouldn't put it past you. You're a professional on a lot of things, so why not babysitter?
Sure. I'm going to head northeast, as far away from y'all as I can. I'll keep the kid safe.
Yeah.
And he
Okay.
undoes a dagger from his belt and he hands it to the kid.
Oh, shit.
And the kid takes it and straps it to his belt and he's beaming. And he says,
Flan 2.0.
"My cousin will tell us if Haven is safe." Shit. I guess we can camp here and make our way out in the morning.
That sounds
Yeah.
good. We should probably catch you up on things.
Oh, his name is Gumo, by the way.
Gumo.
Oh,
Gumo.
yeah.
I like
That's
that
a nice
name.
name. And I heard about it. That was the kid in the ransom note.
There was a ransom note.
Yeah, some ass wanted to kind of threaten the bugbear leader with his kid. I don't even know her. Flan does, but she sounds horrible though.
Do you know where she was? Where she's from?
Explain.
You say things.
I say things.
He nods and he says, yeah, that town's full of assholes. Alright, I'll head more east than north then.
Yeah, that's probably good that we know that. Mm. Oh boy. But I got this cool glaive.
That is a pretty sick looking glaive.
Yeah, it is. It's a pretty cool glaive. Oh.
I don't know, I feel like Vaughn's just still trying to process all this, so she's more reserved than usual.
I mean, this clearly,
I,
there's not much I can say about this, but I am sorry for messing things up for you guys. I didn't.
It's fine. I mean, honestly, I'm sure if you had told them, they would have been here faster.
No, that is true. That is a good point. Can't argue with that logic.
God, diamonds are professionals, I guess.
They're good at what they do.
That's a pain in our sides.
But I really didn't do anything, I guess, big. I've just always, like I kind of told you, I've always been a fighter for hire. I didn't think any of the jobs I took in. I mean, yeah, I had to take some questionable ones at the beginning when I first started off there, but I didn't think there was anything bad enough to warrant people coming after me.
You're a club. Clubs and diamonds are at war. Maybe they just don't trust you.
I mean, I would say that too, but
That's
They've
the problem
kinda
with no
had-
allegiances. You move everywhere else, you aren't gonna have any allies, I guess, and everybody's gonna have their own reason for wanting you dead.
yeah.
I can't judge. I was the same way.
Mhm.
I was just lucky enough to put most of my enemies in the ground. But seeing some of those diamonds, it would have been tough.
I don't think I left any of my enemies left. Maybe they're past employers. Who knows?
Or they could also just be hired muscle.
Yeah, or they could just be random people that just don't like me.
Or that.
I would say that that's not common, but learning from the recent events, even before that, that's apparently a thing.
Would
So
Jen recognize? Well, I'm pretty sure she'd recognize her own employers.
Yeah,
though,
she would have
like,
recognized her own employers.
Would Neo like?
but she hasn't
describe-
seen them yet, so.
He gives a vague description.
But-
It's nobody that Jen recognizes.
Okay.
Okay. Well, okay. I don't know if I should be more concerned or less concerned that I don't know them. I'm gonna lean more on one side, but you know, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Fine
As long
for
as
me.
you
I
keep
guess.
moving, you should be fine.
Yeah. How long do you think this, like in Haven, how long they'll have their attention on the town? I don't want you to be too far away from your own gosh darn tavern.
I mean, it's mine in paperwork, but I don't know. I don't miss the outside. Or I miss the outside. I don't miss being cramped up in a kitchen all day.
Oh. Well, I guess that's at least a bright side to things.
Silver linings.
Yep.
He looks at Flan.
Are you okay?
You're gonna be alright.
Fix her head.
Oh.
He his expression softens. And he says, I'm really sorry. I know it's hard enough to move once. At least it won't be forever.
Yeah.
Hey, who knows? Maybe the next time we see each other, you'll actually be able to kick my ass. At least you'll be able to learn more out in the world than I would have been able to teach you. Besides, think of all of the cakes.
There are a lot of different cakes out there.
Pastries, eclairs, cream puffs, donuts, pancakes.
And that's not even including the different versions from different regions and different kingdoms, man. Although I'm sure Heart Kingdom probably has the tastiest from my experience.
No different towns and.
I heard Club
Heart
Kingdom
Kingdom.
has good cooking. But Neo says, alright, you all should take a rest. I'll watch through the night. You can
That
set out
would
in the
be
morning after breakfast. One more of those should be good, right?
Yeah.
He
Should be okay.
pats Flan on the head. Alright. He turns and he crouches and he just kind of takes a point to watch.
We're just right there, just camping right there.
Or you can head into the cave and,
Okay.
and sleep, but he's gonna be outside looking.
I don't think I want to sleep then.
That's just a lot to take in, dude.
You don't have to. You can stay out with him.
I'm just gonna stay out there. Probably not where everybody else is, but maybe up. You know how there's the wall and then people kind of can take post up there?
Mm-hmm.
That's where Jen's gonna be.
Okay. Maya
Kinda-
goes back inside and falls asleep.
Well, I mean, Jen's probably gonna have a hard time falling asleep too, because I mean, the concept that she basically kind of upended somebody else's kind of own paths almost. It doesn't sit right with her.
That's fair. The night passes quietly. And eventually exhaustion sets in, and you all do fall asleep even if you don't want to.
Yeah.
And you wake up, and you can smell food coming from inside the cave, being cooked.
Inside the cave?
Yeah.
Okay. Is Neo still out there?
Is it?
No, he is not.
Okay,
Hard
then
to
he
tell.
probably won't.
The sun has been up for a little bit. You assume it could be like 10 or noon or something.
I got into the.
And it's as much as he can make with the supplies that the goblins had. He makes a very Neo breakfast.
A very Neo breakfast.
There are some plates of pancakes,
Oh.
and there's like fresh chopped fruit. No whipped cream.
I know. I know. There's no whipped cream.
And there's eggs and bacon and potatoes. And it's very tasty, and you all can share a nice meal together. There are jokes being made, and people are laughing.
I'm not laughing.
I'm sure that at some point he tells a joke that gets everybody laughing a little bit.
Okay.
Oh, Neo. I'm gonna miss your cooking a little bit.
Do you want the recipe for pancakes?
You know, I can't cook for shit.
I'm sure one
I'll
of you
try
can.
and learn it. I'll try
I
and
cooked
cook
for
it.
us last time.
Was it good?
It was pretty good.
Maybe I'll hire her when things die down. He
I sucked last time, but I'm normally okay at cooking, I swear.
Alright, well, and he reaches into his shirt pocket and he pulls out like a little card. And or like a stack of cards, and he starts flipping through them. And he pulls one out. He says, "What's Flan's favorite kind of pancakes?"
Just anything with like strawberries and stuff on top. If they have, well,
Strawberry pancakes.
because there's no
So
whipped
like,
cream.
so like a
Well,
Belgian
you don't have any
waffle.
on you right now.
Yeah.
He hands Jen a recipe for like strawberry jam and pancakes,
Mm-hmm.
and he continues eating for a bit. He waits until everybody else is piled out of the room, and it's just him and Flan. And he says, "I'm gonna miss you. It's been 5 years."
I'm gonna miss you too, Neo.
I hug him again.
He hugs you back
Oh.
a little tighter this time.
It's the one it's the kind of hug where she doesn't want to let go.
He hugs you back a little tighter this time.
Ugh.
And he's warm and soft. And he says, "When we see each other again, you better have the most insane stories I've ever heard."
I promise I will.
If she's around us, she's definitely gonna have some stories to tell.
Of all sorts of crazy
Jen,
stories
get
to
out of the
tell.
room. We're having a moment.
No, she doesn't. She's not there. She's not there.
You said the thing. She's there now.
No, I don't.
She just sees us hugging like.
I was saying that out of character. Sorry.
Oh, so you just butt into the moment. I see how it is.
No. She wasn't there.
She is now. I'm the DM. I said it so.
I probably start laughing because that was just that was silly.
He puts his big hand up to his face. He's just like, "You're gonna do great." I'll keep in touch whenever I can.
Yeah.
And after a few minutes, he breaks the hug.
It was a long hug.
Yeah.
Oh.
And he
Oh.
heads over to a pack full of adventuring gear, and you see him like put on a belt, and there's a rapier at his side and a dagger
Ooh.
at the other,
Ooh.
and he like stretches, and you know it's been a while since you've seen him in adventuring gear,
Yeah.
and like it doesn't fit quite right. He's a little more pudgy than when he started.
We also aged like
5 years.
Yeah.
yeah.
He's not gonna fit in the
It's
same
not that
clothes
he's
then.
fat, it's that he just grew.
Well, he also got a little fatter.
A little pudgy.
Get a little.
And he still looks impressive in it. It's like it's a decent set of equipment. And he walks over to Gumo, and he like pats him on the back, and he makes like a "come with me" gesture. And you can watch as they walk out into the past the gate and towards the woods. And he looks back at you all, and he waves, and then he scoops up Gumo,
Oh.
like crouches down for a second, and then dashes quicker than you can imagine into the forest.